up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Malik Taylor, and today we are here to discuss the latest episode of Baddies Africa, the brawl in the backyard. These baddies is in Africa still fighting in the backyard. Yeah, but I definitely have a lot of commentary. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support you guys send my way. Like I stated in my last video, I get so much love from pretty fly girls. Pretty girls love Malik Taylor. 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 Hey, I heard y'all wanted that on a shirt, so let's see what I can cook up. If you're a shirt vendor, hit me up. Maybe we can make some shake. You know, I get 90, you get 10. I just like it, kinda. I don't know. DM me, let's talk. But without further ado, because I have a lot of thoughts, let's get started with this breakdown. Also, before we get started with this video, I want to give a very special shout out to my parents. This week, they are celebrating their wedding anniversary. Yes, 30 years. Mama made sure she sent photos. She said, this is the picture when we said I do. This is the picture when we was waving away. And she said, make sure you include this because this is the now. So shout out to them. I asked my mama, I said, what's the secret? She said, you just got to choose each other first. My mama said, you just got to choose each other first because she said, it's easy just to walk away. She said, you know, you see couples get married after a year, they leave. But she said, the secret, you just, no matter what, the ups and the downs, just choose each other first. And my dad, he's not a talker. He was just agreed. So shout out to my parents. Happy 30 years. All right, back to these baddies. So we're starting this episode off with Diamond versus Tabby. Oh, they scrapping, and in the midst of them scrapping, you know, Lex sneaks Scotty.
Here come Big Lex.
And everybody around was like, why'd you do that? Lex said it's for Scotty jumping in, and Lex also stated that she been wanting Scotty since the reunion, she been wanting Scotty since Hawaii, been wanting Scotty, and Scotty keep ducking, so this was her opening. Now, I'm pretty sure she's just talking from the realms of the TV world, because I'm pretty sure Lex then ran into Scotty on multiple occasions, but you know, I get it, the cameras is rolling, you know, storyline purposes, I need to get that back. So, Lex, have you noticed Lex confessional? She done worked on her confessional skills. Like, she's not as cringy as she was last year, or is that just me? But the girl, she's growing into herself. And I will say with Lex, you know, I said before, regardless of how I feel, you know, I can't take away the looks. The face card is always facing. The girl look good. Her confessional, she just has a glow to her. I hope Lex keep that glow. She's a very pretty girl. She needs to just try to do this baddie stuff just to get the money and shake her image, because she has a fake. But anyways, they're still fighting, and Scotty feelings is kind of hurt because Summer, she kind of like jumped into the fight as well. And it was like, see, Nat, see, and Natalie like, what? You know, Natalie kind of tried to break it up, and she's kind of like, you know, no more hitting Scotty, I gotta stop. But, you know, Scotty's feeling type of way because she feels like Natalie is her friend. In the midst of all this, you know, security guard, he falls into the pool. Yeah, but I couldn't even talk about how much that is so meat coated. You know, I'm clumsy. I have no coordination. I would have fell into the pool. Matter of fact, right now I've been limping and ice in my leg because this past weekend I went out. Sorry, no, shout out to all the party goers who I ran into this past weekend in Charlotte. Like I always say, the pretty girls love me. But I guess I call myself being Bianca Belair a Superman. I just had drinks in my system. I just thought I could jump on top of this concrete step. And I went to jump, missed it. My left shin just completely rammed into the concrete.
Oh, God. Belair's knee.
My shin is hurt. My ankle is still swollen. I've been limping.
Hey, we're gonna take care of it.
And I can't be mad at nobody but myself because I knew better. And Casamigos, always do it. Now we see Irie versus Summer because Irie is just kind of sick of Summer jumping into the fight. So Irie like, since you want to jump into the fight, you want to fight. She on her Camilla, fight me. Fight somebody that want to fight. So Irie versus Summer. Irie got up with Summer and she said, hopefully she'll stop jumping in. And Summer, her little lips was busted. I was like, ooh. Now we see Cold Killer. She's speaking to Diamond about her issues about the song. Diamond states she's never heard of the girl. Diamond states, it's not even my song. I never heard the original. Don't know who you is. Well, Cold was like, okay, well, we got to get it. So they fought. Yeah, it's just like a lot going on. Scotty and Summer, they start getting into it. Scotty said something about she did try to, you know, get to know the medium 3, but Summer like, no, you picked your side. So that's all that's going on. So then they try to do a baddie shot o'clock. You know, that's what everybody wants to do once they get on the show. Which I will say, Zeus, it's a missed opportunity. You guys should do like some shot glasses that say baddies shot o'clock. You know, I'll get that, you know? But that leads back into Lex versus Scotty. They scrapped again. You know, Scotty didn't really want to fight, but you know, she's standing up for herself. Natalie tried to stop it, cool. Anyways, they do the baddie shot o'clock for real this time. But now they mad at Diamond because Diamond just sitting here on, she don't want to say it. And Natalie, what is your problem? Why don't you want to say it? I'm like, dang, maybe I just don't want to say it this time. I gotta say it every time? She just fought. Maybe she tired. Maybe she don't want to take a shot. Maybe she need a water. Maybe she wants to baddie hydrate. That's what she needs to do. Anyways, they exchanged word, but Natalie didn't state there is no such thing as OGs anymore. They're all baddies, so it's no more OGs, new Gs, they're just baddies. Cool. Then they asked about Anna. Natalie says Anna had to be relieved of her duties. Basically, she's fired, but we'll see. Speaking of Anna, I feel like Anna is another one. She should probably let this baddie's image go. Reason why I say that, in one video, I kind of made a joke kind of saying like clap if you ever heard a song by Anna, because I never personally heard a song by Anna, but it just so happened Anna has a song, I don't know if it's released yet, but she has a song that's going viral on TikTok, and it's really good. It's been stuck in my head, that little I think if Anna play her cards right, she can really transition out of this little baddies world and maybe transition into, she can get to the BET Awards. She can get to the BET Awards because she has a beautiful voice. I think what she should probably do, because we gotta take baby steps, if she's in that streamers world, maybe she should have went to, I don't know, Castanet, the streaming university, but kind of get in good with them and just keep putting her voice out there and mingling with these new up-and-coming Gen Z artists, because they're always looking for that soft, feminine voice on a rap track. I think that's Anna Lane, a real hard rap, and maybe she in the back, I don't know, but I can see it for Anna. And Anna, regardless of how you feel about Anna, she has a very likable personality to a certain extent. Even if you don't like her, even if you can't stand her, I feel like Anna's one of those girls, she came up to you right now, you'd be like, I can't even be mad at you. Like, she's another one that has it. So I think this should be Anna last season. So all jokes aside, I think this should really be Anna's last season. I think she should try to make a name for herself, because she don't even like to fight. She said in one video she likes to go hiking and stuff like that. Make this your last season, Anna, and really emphasize the tools that you have at your hand, because you really could do it. Anyways, back to Africa, we see Diamond and Natalie, they getting back into it. Natalie kind of squashed it with Diamond. She said, look, if you want your 10, you're a great addition to the show. You did really great on Caribbean. We are really great to have you here. Diamond, like, that's all I wanted. So they cool. So we're thinking tonight, it's kind of like, you know, okay, cool, we're gonna go to the next day. My girl, LCK, which, beautiful, pretty, I like that. I thought it was Elise, but I like that. LCK, that's different. That's new. But anyway, she ain't got time to be cute. She ain't got time to be getting compliments on her name, because she wanna fight K-Rican. I'm like, K-Rican, what you do? You know, K-Rican, that's my new. So I'm like, what happened? But apparently some stuff that happened behind the scenes. This is why I'm sick of them always meeting up behind the scene, because they be having this little beef and stuff that happen behind the scene, and us viewers be confused. We don't be knowing what's going on. We just seeing the after effect, but maybe we want to see the build up too. Apparently, K-Rican was smoking her vape, and this is from K-Rican's mouth. She said, since LC is from Zimbabwe, that's what she said. She was like, you don't need to be smoking no motherfucking vape in the motherland. She didn't say it like that. She said it real nicely. She was like, maybe you shouldn't smoke, but that's just me. But K-Rican said she just right in the other way. So that made Elsie mad. She was like, it's been living in her head rent free. So she was like, she need that, and her and Kay started fighting. And then Cole jumped into the fight, which that wasn't needed. But Elsie, she's scary. She gonna put a plague in the house. Like, she just was just going, them eyes just popping out, going, Eric about to pop out her head. She still wanna fight K-Rick. She going back for another round. They fighting, but falling. They getting her, she's screaming. Ah! Now, Elsie, she fighting Cole. Elsie, she's crazy. She's crazy, but in a weird way. She my type of crazy. I'm like, I kinda like her. Like, she can be my type of chick. We can kick it. Like I said, LCK, that's the new hottie right there. That's, yeah. Yeah, my girl Tavi on call that girl Woman King in the confessional. I said, now you know you're wrong. But then I say this next part, I say this with the utmost respect. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm asking with sincerity. Is LCK, is she on the spectrum? And I'm not asking from a rude way. I'm just asking because I was just peeping how they was acting when she was fighting. Because I said in my notes, the way they was reacting to her was like they was really concerned. And Big Lex, her face, she was just looking nervous. And she was like, no, is she crashing out? No. Let her have her moment. The more you restrain her, the worse it'll be. Even when she was fighting Cold Killer, Fana was like, no, like, don't do it, bro. And, you know, Fana, she was ready to get in the field with everybody. So that's why I was asking, is she on the spectrum? Is she got like a condition they know behind the scenes to where they really don't want to put hands on her like that? Or was she just having a drunk moment? I don't know. But if she is, like, you know, be careful. You don't get no brownie points for hitting a girl that's on the spectrum. But if she's not on the spectrum, disregard all of that, then, you know, just fight. And then I can only have so much grace because you know what you signed up for. Where is the other pretty girl? What's her name? She's the other pretty African girl. Where is she? She's the one from Nigeria. Where's she at? Where's she been at? I've been looking forward to her. She looked very beautiful. And Coco Brown, girl, where you at? Hey, from the Unpopular Party, where you at, girl? Anyways, LCK, I just love singing that name, by the way. LCK, he's going off now, and Ivory is trying to calm her down. And you know it's a problem when Ivory is the one to try to calm her down. I said, I know that's right, Ivory. Like, I'm here for the evolution of Ivory. Like, I'm like, you better, and you look good with your straight hair, loving hip hop 2018 coded hair you got on. I know that's right. I was like, Carly Rae would have loved her some Ivory. Until Ivory would have had to put hands on Carly Rae. You know Carly messy. After K-Rican just had all her rounds, boom, here come Russian. Now Russian, she went around. I'm like, what happened? I'm like, Kay, you done pissed everybody off. So I was trying to figure out why Russian went around. It's over like the stupidest thing. Russian is mad at K-Rican because she called LCK weird, and K-Rican told her, mind you, all this stuff is before filming, but K-Rican told Elsie like, hey, Russian called you weird. And Russian is mad at Kay. She told Elsie. And I'm like, okay, well, did you call her weird? Yeah? Okay, well that's what you get. Stop talking crap about people that you don't know. You was one talking about that girl. You lucky Elsie don't whoop your ass next. So she keep with a fight K-Rican, but K-Rican, she's like, I got you later. My body is shutting down. Russia's like, no, I want it now. I want it now. She sound like Michael Jackson. I want it now. K-Rican is like in the bathroom. She's like, move, like my body is shutting down. I got you later. She's like, no. I'm like, you know what? I know exactly how K-Rican is feeling because she done probably been on this long flight from America to Africa. She's probably jet lagged, and then she been fighting all day. She's probably dehydrated. Yeah, her body probably is shutting down. Like, girl, just give the girl 10 seconds. Y'all finna be filming all season. Let the girl breathe. And Russian, she know that, but she keep hitting the door, pushing the door, da-da-da. I'm like, you know what? If I'm K-Rican, just for you, you want K-Rican, I'ma give you K-Rican. I'ma use this last 1% in my body to whoop your ass. When I tell you, I'ma whoop your ass from Africa all the way back to Russia because you playing with me right now. My body is shutting down. She probably dehydrated, heart probably beating fast. You know, she probably got, you know, when you dehydrated, you probably got diarrhea, so she probably got a shit. Leave me alone because I'm gonna give you what you looking for. Kind of like when on Bad Girls Club, when Jen kept messing with Rocky and Rocky was like, all right, now go. And it's like when you could tell that person just got on your last nerve because Rocky let Jen do all that stuff until that beer got into her eyes. She's like, all right, chill. She had to tell Jill, get the fuck off me.
My hands are burning. Back the up, bitch.
Or when Scotty was fighting Razor, she's like, all right, Razor, I ain't mean to. Bitch, I did not mean to touch you.
Stand up. Bitch, shut up, because I did not touch.
That's like my favorite genre of people when you could tell you just got on their last nerve every ad. It's like, I can't blame you. She told you to leave you alone. She told you stop messing with her. So had K-Rican got out that bathroom and did Russian in, I can't blame her. In the midst of all this, Natalie and Diamond, they have a sidebar. Natalie is taking Diamond around. She's showing her room, and Natalie got Diamond a good room, and she's like, I'm giving you all of this. You can have a job. You wanna do my job? I'm giving you a job. Just don't be doing the most for me. I said, Natalie, she's just being sneaky. Natalie do stuff like that where she always have an ulterior motive. Because even later on in the episode, she was like, Diamond, you wanna do my job? Break it up. Oh, here comes Diamond to break.
They're fighting. Do you want to tell him to stop? Diamond, tell him to stop.
She gonna try to play with that girl. But anyways, now the room did look nice though. I could use that cold plunge. You have a cold plunge? Like, have you ever just took like a cold shower? When I tell you, it's the most refreshing thing. On theory, it sounds so light up, but when you actually do it, oh my God. Like, I started doing this thing where I go from the sauna and then go take a cold shower. Anyways, the other girls, they go looking for their rooms. Everybody's finding their room. And then the medium 3 is mad because they room was stamped with other people. I could've got that part wrong. I was looking out, but they mad talking about some, Dolly talking about some, we the medium 3. We already put our stamp on this. We shouldn't have to share no.
I'm so irritated, semi-disrespected. We are the big 3, and we don't have to choose rooms. We don't have to run around like everybody else because we've been stamped.
Nah, this is exactly what, see, I'm finna get on my high. This is exactly why y'all was fighting the OGs and all that last season because you felt like they was getting pursed, you felt like they was doing too much, and you the one who fought for everybody to be on the equal playing field. So no more OGs, no more, no. Maybe if we had some OGs, you would've got you a nice room, but we not OGs no more. So you finna share, yeah, you, Lex, and Summer finna share a room. We mad at nobody. You gotta sleep in the same bed with Tavi head to toe. This is what y'all fought tooth and nail for last season. Y'all got what y'all want. Can't have no big head now. Anyways, Elsie is still going off. But Ivory is down there trying to calm her down. Ivory is like, you know, it's okay. It's okay, you good. Cause you know, Ivory like, I'm trying to hype her up. I said, you know what? I see a duo. I see a new duo forming. Elsie and Ivory is giving Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Yeah, they need to go for the tag team titles. Both. Like, both. Oh my gosh, I'm getting off topic. Well, real quick, I would love to see the new Alexa Bliss team up with the, no, I don't want that. Never mind, I don't want that. Anyways, Russian Queen, I guess she still want to fight. Elsie's still irritated. Russian trying to jump all over Elsie. Elsie's like, no, get the fuck off me. Elsie rubbed her eyes so hard. Cause I'm like, Elsie, nah, girl, I'm weird. Remember them trying to jump on my head? Now they're on top of the roof and down here, everybody's yelling. Mad at Cole cause she was jumping. And then in the midst of all them yelling, I saw Scotty be like, look, this is what it is. I said, Scotty, ain't nobody listening to you. Scotty like a substitute teacher in a room full of some bad 5th graders. Ain't nobody listening to you. Now Russian to go downstairs. Russian finally get around with Fanai. And speaking of Fanai, yeah, I don't know if I got that girl name right. I promise y'all I'm not trying to mess up these girls' name on purpose. Last week, I was so butthurt by that. I was like, first of all, if you know me, you know I'm real like Wendy Williams coded. I love Wendy Williams. Wendy used to give people names all the time. That's kind of like my little, I know these girls' names. It's just a little jokey joke. I mean, that was so nasty. Why are you disrespecting these girls? First of all, they disrespecting themselves by going on the show. All I'm doing is just talking about it. If you know their names so badly, just put it in the comment section. I'm like, this is the unpopular party. We don't do all that. Rah. Just come in here and be lighthearted. I was like, you're gonna have a stick up your ass. Don't be in the comment section because we just be kicking. So yeah, and then somebody was like, please bring back real journalism. I'm like, we're watching girls in Africa fight because they called each other weird, not the Olympics. What is she talking about? Afana and Russian, they fought. It was scary. Russian was lucky getting up. You know, she put that girl in the headlock, they twirled. Anyways, then Cole called out Summer, and nobody said Summer was shut mute after that little fight with Ivory. I forgot Summer was even there. She was real quiet. But boom, all that happened. It's the next day. They just recapping. Not much going on. They talking. My girl Pretty P looked mugged in her confessional. You saw that shirt heavy on the Pretty. If you make some shirts like that, send me one ASAP. I'm gonna be your #1 custom. I don't know, I didn't have a bad experience with shirts. Never mind. Russian talking about the weird comment. It's nothing much, nothing less. And then Tavi was telling Cole, she was like, why you pick a side so quickly? Like, you don't even know these girls. Like, just chill. And I was like, that is true. Like, why y'all picking sides, jumping in for each other when y'all gonna be fighting each other in a couple weeks? Other girls come out. It's just Summer and Dolly. They go see the other girls. And then Dolly tell Cole, you look so different with your makeup on, that black eye cover. And Cole like, no, you look different. And then boom, Summer jumped in and now she hitting Cole, and that's it. Next week, it's gonna be some more fights happening, stuff like that, but that's Baddies Africa. Real quick before I end this video, I do want to touch up on Baddies Gone Wild real quick, because I know I said that I wasn't gonna recap it because I wasn't just too invested in shit, but I actually been watching it. It's actually not that bad, you know? And you know, the girls, I'm kind of growing a soft spot for some of them. Let me just give you my quick opinions on Baddies Gone Wild. First of all, I really like Erica Raven. She remind me of Mia, how I will be in the house. I'm not a fighter. I'm not finna do all that rah-rah. I'm just gonna sit back and just chew my gum. That's how she was chewing her gum. That's so me coded. I feel like she's the baddest of them all, but she's not gonna win because she's not doing all that fighting stuff. I'm like, yeah, you wasn't supposed to be on Baddies. You were supposed to be, she's BGC coded, like for real. BGC coded, you can be like that. Chill, pretty girl in the background, just get acted like Erica Raven, she should have been on like BGC 12 with Low in them, or maybe BGC 16 with Dream Doll in them. That's her, but I really like her. Ming, I'm really liking Ming, you know, I was really hard on her at the beginning, but that's because I care. But Ming, she's very misunderstood to me. I feel like she's still finding her footing, which to be expected. She's 19. She's gonna make mistakes. That's why a lot of times you wouldn't get on a reality show till you're 21, because at least then, you know, you're old enough to drink, but to have your life judged for the world at 19 is so young. You can't comprehend all of that. So I like Ming. I'm still learning their names, but I said one girl, she remind me of like a young Sky from Black Ink Crew. I think her name Emery. She's very pretty too. But yeah, to be fair, they're all cool in their own way. The bed situation, I feel like that was so dumb, but it was very BGC coded. It's just that, what's her name, TT, she gave it up. And I don't blame her. This is my bed. I'm not gonna come up in here like y'all just the two big bad wolves finna blow the house down. I got into 2 little fights on the first day and think y'all the baddest. No. While y'all was around here fighting for y'all life, I went and found the bed. So what? Oh well. I could be coming from a biased point of view because I don't share bed. Listen, let me tell you something. And not only did I grow up in the house as the only child, but I'm 6'2", 200. Chill out. Just know I'm a big boy. I'm a big, tall guy. I need my space. I'm not sharing no bed with you. So I agree. I'm only gonna share the bed with somebody who I wanna touch on, and I don't wanna be nasty with you. So you're not getting in my bed. That whole situation gave Red, Jada. I wanna lay with you, Jada.
Because I want to lay with you.
I don't blame that girl for saying we're not sharing. The other girl, Lil Smiley, she was like, we can share a bed. A good one, but the other girl, I'm not sharing a bed with you, and we can run it every time. The only critique that I have with the show, they do be fighting over dumb stuff, and it's like so small. It's just be a thing like we just chilling, talking. Oh, by the way, I don't like you. Wanna fight? Okay, cool. Boo, boo, boo. No, just let it linger. Like y'all got the pieces there. Let it linger. Like the situation with Ming when she was fighting old girl that she was just kissing on. That's good little storyline development. Because what you do here, follow me. I know I'm showing my age with what I'm about to say, but anticipation is really like what you do. You plant the seeds. You know, you have Ming and that girl kiss, and you plant the seeds like, oh, I think she was talking about you. It made me like, what? She was talking about me? And she let it sit, okay, I'ma handle that. Then maybe you show them out at the club, and they come back in, they drunk, and maybe the girl like, why you been so dry to me? I mean, like, cause I heard you was talking about me. And she was like, when was I talking about you? She was like, other girls are saying that you was talking about me. And she's like, what? And then maybe that calls for a little argument or a little house meeting and stuff like that. I'm not talking about you, I'm not talking to you. Then security like, all right, de-escalate, all right, y'all, chill. And then she become like maybe the outskirt of the house, cause she's like, everybody talking about me and I ain't really messing with nobody. And then maybe me in one episode be like, you know, why you acting like that? And she's like, cuz, like, don't nobody mess with me. I don't da-da-da-da, and I ain't even did nothing. And maybe me give in, like, you know, I'm not mad at you. If you say you didn't talk about me, you know, you ain't talk about me, but the other girl's still not messing with her in the house, which leads to the open house. They go out one night, they drunk, and it's like, it's moving day. We want to get her out the house. And then they come to the girl, but you know, she stay in for the night. You know, she a little sick. And they start being like, you're going home. She's like, I'm not going home. You're going home. Get her stuff, da-da-da. Ming just chilling in the background because, you know, she good. But the other girl, Emery start pushing her, getting her out the bed. Other girl, I'm not going. The music start hyping up, and then she said in the confessional, this is the night. I'm not going outside. If you want to bang, I'm going to give you a bang. And then boom, she swing on Emery. Da-da-da-da-da. Now we got to open and fight. And now somebody got to go home. And we bring in a replacement. That's just storytelling, you know? That's storytelling. I know that's not really how reality TV works, but I'm just like, I really want to test out my theory one day and just bring back old school fashion. Like, I need a network, or I need to be a producer on the show, and just let me do it my way. And if it flop, I'll shut up. I'll be like, you know what, y'all, I tried. It's not the new doing, you know, it's just time with it. But I feel like, just let me take a crack at it one time. And if it work out, yeah. But y'all, that's all that I have for this week. Man, lots of drama going on, but hey, yours truly here, Malik Taylor, is here to break it down and recap it. How did you guys feel about my commentary this week? Put it in the comment section as y'all do. We be arguing, but it's nothing but love. I love arguing with y'all because I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm the type of person, I'll argue with you in the comment section then, okay, but like, you coming back to the next video, right? Okay. Y'all know it's nothing but love. And remember, pretty girls love Malik Taylor, pretty girls love Malik Taylor, pretty girls love Malik Taylor, pretty girls love... we need to make that into a song, a shirt, a movement. We gotta get that while it's hot, but... All right, y'all, that's all that I got, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.